Hello everyone, welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena, playing more Premier Draft Neon Dynasty, since I loved Neon Dynasty and it's currently in Premier Draft. I have like 1 week at this, so I'll probably get like 5 videos or something. This is number 2. What is this? Light Pause, a garbage rare. Banishing Slash, perfectly fine removal. Life of Toshiro, very good card. Rabbit Battery, very good card. I think we take the Life of Toshiro here though. Fits in like every black deck. This fits in red decks, but like sometimes you're not that happy about it. This is just great. Life of Toshiro is like removal and a creature and some other stuff. It's small removal, only for things with 1 toughness, but that's a lot of things. Is this any good? I don't know, not really. This is a good black card. Circuit Mender is quite strong as well. But I'd rather just take the Reckoner Raid out of circulation, so Lefty doesn't get any ideas about playing black. There's a lot of black cards here, but none of them are that appealing. Honestly, there's nothing appealing here. White, maybe? Circuit Mender, I would be perfectly happy to take. But, let's go for black for now. Arrest is good. Heiko Yamazaki is good. Not incredible or anything. I think I'm probably taking Yamazaki. I'm a little nervous having passed the Rabbit Battery, though. But that was only 1 good red card. There was other good stuff in that pack, as I recall. Yeah. Let's pick up some red here, see what happens. I mean, you know, he likes artifacts and samurai, not enchantments, but it's still good. Smelter's a solid card. What else could we take here? Repel the Vial, Air of Enlightenment, all fine. Mukotai Ambusher, pretty strong. But I'll take the Smelter. This kind of like... Will I? What if I took the Ambusher instead? Pretty nice with stuff like Reckoner Raid, right? Yeah, let's maybe keep the black signal cut off. And, you know, I'm passing 1 decent red card. I don't think Lefty's going to fall in love with red all of a sudden. But the red card and the black card I took are both about equally good, I think. They're both fine. Pretty good, even. So I don't mind taking a black one instead of the red one. Just to try to establish myself firmly in 1 color at least. Bronze Plate Boar is pretty good. The Moon Circuit Hacker, pick 5? Synthesizer, pick 5? What's happening? Huh. Should I... Huh. Well... I don't really think ninjas are open here, but like this is such a weird signal. I haven't seen much blue that I've been interested in at all, whereas I have seen plenty of red. I think I take the synthesizer here, but this is really weird. You're Already Dead is okay, but I think we just take the Kami's Flare. Perfectly serviceable removal in black, or sorry, in red. Yeah, it looks like we may be able to settle into red-black. Which is, you know, an artifacts-themed deck, and we don't really have that many artifacts yet, but we can find some. Renegade is fine. Nothing else here is really screaming out to be picked. There's a lot of blue going around, at least in this pack, but none of it's that exciting. Renegade is... I don't know, actually, it's not the one I thought it was. It's still fine, probably. I could take the Sphere if I thought I could break into blue, but I don't really. We don't have any way to modify yet. This probably gets cut. So maybe I take Return to Action instead? This is very good, though, if you have any modified creatures. And in red-black, we might very well get some in reconfigured creatures. So I think I take it. Kami should be alright. Could take the red-white land, but I don't see yet any reason to run white. I haven't seen a bunch of white going by. Ambitious Assault. No. Or, you know, we might actually get to play... We might get to activate this, right? We've got several enchantments already. Okay, 2. And we'd like to pick up some artifacts. We have 1 or 2 already, yeah? 2. So I think this is the best card here. But the red-white land is not an unreasonable choice, I think. Brute Suit? The Ember Keeper, I guess, like... Red-black doesn't really have a modify theme, but I've been picking up cards that do just by coincidence, because of the red-green theme. And I like 2-drops, and this might do something. What about the red-blue land? I mean, no, I don't think so. I don't really want this. I'm not going to have a bunch of samurai or warriors. I guess it would help with Heiko. Ironhoof Boar is fantastic. Very happy to see that. Not interested in any of this other stuff. Shattered State's pretty bad. Oh, the Scrounger's fine, I guess. Ambitious Assault. If we end up with more modified stuff, I mean, I don't know. Just if we end up as aggressive as... It's a pretty aggressive card. It could be playable. Kami of Industry, not my favorite. Playable with Synthesizer, but it's so expensive, right? Crackling Emergence, it's so aggressive. I've played decks that I thought wanted this, and then they, like, kind of didn't. Oh, I'll just take the best card in, like, the whole format, practically? Seems pretty good. This is a house in, like, Constructed right now. Every red deck is playing this. Decks are, like, splashing red to play this, I think. It's insane. You know, Twisted Embrace, Dockside Chef, I'd be happy to have those, but this is obviously the best card. Target non-legendary creature, yes. We can't make, like, multiple Heikos or something. I don't know what's taking you guys so long. Why not just take the crazy mythic rare you get? Or is this even mythic? I can't tell. Yeah, I think it is. Behold, yeah, when I saw the red-blue land, I was like, what about Behold the Unspeakable? We're just not going to play that. Smelter should be good. We need, like, some more artifacts, but everything else here sucks, so... And this is perfectly playable. I love Behold the Unspeakable, but I really have no excuse to take it here. I guess, oh, there is the Chainflail Centipede. Has this modify theme. We were kind of talking about wanting that, but I also like artifacts. Malfunction is some mediocre board wipe. This is a shrine, which is okay, but I'll just take... Actually, this has got to be better than Sling, right? Simian Sling. I mean, it modifies, but I don't think I care that much about modifying stuff. But Sling is just a good creature. If we pass 3 decent black cards, we might get one back. If we pass, like, this red card, it'll be snapped up by somebody playing red. We probably don't get this back, but we might get another black card, and they're both fine. And this would really help with the aggressive and the modify theme. Singularity? I've never even seen this. I guess the bots draft it pretty heavily, huh? Is it good? I mean... The overlay, the untapped GG overlay, says it's quite good. If you just have a bunch of creatures lying around, and you got some damage in with them and you can't attack, you bash the opponent in the face for 10, I guess? Okay, sure. I've never played it. I hope it's good. This is a 2-drop, which seems fine. Alternatively, we could take the Centipede, which helps modifying stuff. I don't have a lot of samurai or warriors, right? I mean, 2 samurais and a warrior. I think modifying stuff is a little more important right now. Because I have, like, multiple cards that care about that, don't I? I have the Aki, the Flare, the Renegade, Ambitious Assault. Several things care about that. And this just helps attack stuff. Neither of these is incredible, but I'll take this one. Another Smelter? Voltage Surge, probably, right? Solid removal. Seismic Wave. Not really. I mean, it's a board clear for small non-artifacts. It'll help some on occasion, but I think I'll just take a Voltage Surge. Helps in every game, basically. Another Seismic Wave or an Ambusher. Or a Lethal Exploit? We still have very few ways to modify. It's like the Sling and the Centipede, right? But this is still fine removal. Yeah, give me some cheaper removal stuff. This is a really nice card. I'd be happy to put it in. But I think I'll take a little bit more cheap removal. Okay, the only playable card here is the Ronin. We probably don't run it, but it does cost 2, so that's something. And the Rummage effect is nice, obviously. It might help with Heiko as well. Yuck. Containment Construct? Maybe there's some way I can play that? I can't imagine there is, right? My only discard effect right now is the Ronin that we just took. I don't anticipate getting many more. Kindled Fury? I mean, I guess that could be playable. If we're going to be aggressive. It's nice to have a combat trick or two. I don't think I'm playing Crackling Emergence. I have a lot of red cards. This couldn't be a mono red deck, could it? No, not with stuff like Toshiro and Reckoner Raid. I mean, Clawing Torment might be playable removal for a deck like this. It wants to be in a Ninja's deck, but it's still a way to say, like, I'm the aggressive deck, what are you going to do about it? Surge Hacker Mech, pretty strong. Not exactly on theme, but decent. Is there anything that is good here? I mean, there's like Lethal Exploit, but Surge Hacker Mech is like a 4-mana removal spell. And it turns your useless creatures into a 5/5 menace eventually, right? So I think we have to take this. Ogre's alright. Everything else stinks. I'm not taking Kyodai, obviously. Kind of a fun card, but obviously not splashable. Terrarium's okay, but I don't think we want it. Ogre's fine. Ishin. See, I should have taken that red-black land. Ishin's not good. We don't want it. Dragon Spark Reactor? I mean, we're mostly artifacts, right? 9 of them? The thing is, there's a Scrapyard Steelbreaker. I'll take the artifact guy, I guess. We're not quite heavy enough into artifacts that I love this card, but it should be good. Reckoner's Bargain, it's kind of always nice to have one of those, I think, but maybe not in an aggressive deck. The Ember Keepers I have, I don't think are all that good. Boy, I should be cutting stuff at this point, huh? I don't think Heiko has really turned out that great, but I'm not sure enough to cut him yet. Scrounger's probably pretty bad, not aggressive enough. Construct's obviously got to go. This could be a deck. So what do we need in this deck? I don't know, one of these guys? Probably not. A 2-drop is nice and cheap. Another reactor seems like the way to go. If you get 2 of those, they start to be kind of imposing. And we'll draw it more often. So... I don't think the Ronin's very good. Probably even worse than the Ember Keeper. It's so tough for those to attack. I'd like to cut the Ember Keepers as well, if I can find good replacements. Seismic Wave is fine, but probably it's supposed to be the land. I have plenty of playable stuff, and it would just be a little bit nice to have fewer color problems. I don't know, I mean, it's a board clear. It's also, yeah, solid single target removal, I guess. Sure. I skipped 2 of those earlier. I can't believe I'm being offered more. Okay, a Dragon Spark Reactor number 3. That should be... It's been an exciting pack 3. Didn't I get those all in this pack? Maybe I got one of them. No, they were all this pack, I think. I think I can throw out the Ember Keepers at this point. We're probably channeling this in most games. 6 mana is just too much. How's Kami of Terrible Secrets looking? 10 artifacts, 4 enchantments. I think it's too much of a value card for this deck, honestly. Debt to the Kami, pretty weak, but... certainly better than any of the rest of this. We probably cut it, of course, but for now, let's put it in. It's especially anti-synergizing with Clawing Torment, so he'll just sack the creature that's hitting them in the face. Malicious Malfunction is super bad if you're running a bunch of tiny creatures. I guess Kami of Industry? Number 2? So, I still don't have very much that modifies things, right? The Simian Sling and the Chainfell Centipede are, I think, it. I don't know, let's just try to get one of every land. Failed. Didn't get a forest, I think? I got a plains and an island, didn't I? Well, where's the ones I drafted, though? It doesn't even show them to me. Oh, that's so rude. Okay. So, do I want to put any of this stuff back in? No. It's all bad. So, it's a question of, like, what do I get rid of here? Now, it claims our average mana cost is 2.7, but that's counting this as 10, which obviously it's not, and this is 6, when really it's like 2. So I think we could very plausibly run 15 lands here. Because let's say we cut these from the deck. Now the average mana cost is 2.3. Now obviously it's not quite that low, because these don't cost 0. I'm casting this for like 5 and this for 2 or something. 5-ish. Can I really cast it for 5? That would need 5 creatures in play? I think that's totally possible, but maybe it costs 6 instead of 10. So, I don't know. I mean, I feel like 15 lands is very reasonable. The Upriser Renegade did not turn out great, but it's a 2-drop. I don't like Debt to the Kami either. I could cut that to put a land in. Or maybe the Ember Keeper. Just like to have more creatures on 2. That's kind of important. for an aggressive deck. I have not that much proactive stuff I can do for 2. Smelter only costs 2? I didn't realize it was that cheap. I thought it was a more expensive card. Yeah, like, I think Death to the Kami is not very good. Mukotai Ambusher. Is it good in this deck? I don't really have any, like, enters the battlefield effects that are good. I guess there's the Dragon Spark reactors, right? But that's pretty weak. There's the Ogre. So the question is, like, is turning one of my cheap cards into a 3/2 for 2 mana, like, is that good? A 3/2 lifelinker? It's okay. But, like, this card is kind of a win more card, which is fine. You need some win more cards if you're not winning enough. But it's useful for situations where I'm able to hit my opponent with small creatures and they can't stop me. Right? And I don't feel like I'm going to have that many situations where I'm in that situation and I need more winning. Right? Like, I'm able to hit them with a Simian Sling. Do I need to hit them for 2 more? And get lifelink? Not really. Whereas if I'm in a situation where I can't hit them, this card kind of sucks. So I think, like, let's cut that. And put in the Ronin to maybe help out with filtering with Heiko and stuff. Now, the Renegade. I mean, I have 9 artifacts, but that's not what the Renegade cares about, of course. It cares about modified creatures, which I have the Lethal Exploit, which wants to modify things. I have somewhere around here, Kami's Flare wants things modified. Renegade wants things modified. Ambitious Assault wants things modified. And I only have 2 ways to modify things. The Centipede and the Simian Sling. So I'm kind of looking at Crackling Emergence and saying, you know, that's a way to modify things. And I could cut the Renegade, which really sucks unless we can modify something, and throw that in. And that makes this deck really aggressive. If you have 15 lands and you're like, I'm going to turn one of my lands into a creature, that's a pretty serious commitment. I don't think I want to run 3 of them, but maybe I do. Like, I could cut the Ronin and run another. And, like, if they block and kill the 3/3, I get my land back, right? Yeah, I think I was sort of sleeping on Crackling Emergence. I forgot how this deck cares sort of a lot about modifying creatures. 15 lands, pretty ambitious with 2 Crackling Emergences, though. But I think it's okay. I think we're going to run this. Because I don't really mind attacking my opponents with 3/3s and casting those spells. Early game 3/3s are tough to deal with. Great. Can't do anything till 2, unlucky, but you know, I can at least do something on 2, which is nice, and then I even have a 3rd land, which is a blessing. This deck won't have that too often, I suspect. Now I could hold open mana for Kami's Flare and hope to play Crackling Emergence with haste next turn, but that seems pretty stupid. would be better to cast this now, and then if I want to, next turn I can Kami's Flare, and I definitely get to swing with this. Life of Toshiro, boy. They get those cool sagas. I have those too, which is nice. Oh yeah, I can't cast this because I tapped my mountain. Very funny. Or my red swamp. Excuse me. Really? Okay, they must have some plan to remove this with exactly 2 damage. I wonder what that is. Well, in response, I'll Kami's Flare. X is 2. Does 2 damage to something. Okay. Sadly, not artifacts. Now, if I'd enchanted up a mountain instead of a swamp... I chose mountain because I was like, oh, I have a lot of red spells. And therefore I might want to tap my only black and keep my red untapped. But then I drew a bunch more mountains, so it turned out bad. If I'd had black available, I could have used Lethal Exploit instead. Sorry, what? You looked at my hand and made me discard something? My Lethal Exploit is gone. Okay, well, fine. Way too many lands, by the way. This is why I cut down to 15, so that I would not get draws like this. Oh, it's a fucking ninja, isn't it? That's really bad. Of course it's blue-black. I shouldn't have attacked with this. I was like, I'm the aggressive deck, I want to attack them, but... letting them ninjutsu back Life of Toshiro is disastrous, and they're blue-black. I should have known this would happen. What the hell? Well, there's nothing useful I can do this turn except swing in. Even though this gives them another ninjutsu opportunity, maybe they don't have another one. And anyway, bouncing this back is not that great. I can blow up the Dragon Spark reactor and then play it again. This player. This creature, I guess. Oh, up to 1 creature, sure. But I'm way behind this game. You should definitely give your thing +2/+2. Swing in for 5 lifelink, and I'll just cry. Uh-huh. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. If I had blocked this, I think we would be in a very different situation. I'd still be losing, though. Or if I had threatened to block this, rather. They haven't shown evidence yet of any tricks they would have had. I guess that's one. But they didn't have it till now. I kind of have to just let this in, I think. Because without creatures, I don't have much of a plan. And I may be able to Dragon Spark Reactor it later. And I need a way to block this thing from attacking. Like, there's a million reasons I don't think I can really block that. I don't know. I mean, I can resign, right? Good card. I mean, these are all nightmares. But let's deny them the Goro Goro joy, shall we? And then attack and concede. I forgot to look at my dailies completely, so let's see if I have any that I need to reset here. That Explosive Singularity really sucked. Attack, black spells, black spells. I don't have a lot of black, but I'll keep these. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to fix it. Like, I could cut Explosive Singularity, I guess. And put in something cheap, like... I don't know, another Ronin. But it's a finisher, right? I mean... I don't know. Maybe my finisher is just like I hit them with a bunch of little dudes until they die. Crackling Emergence was the best thing that happened to me all game. I'm glad I put that in the deck. Oh, I guess we can cut here. And we're back. This is playable. I wish I had a swamp, but you can't have everything. I have a 1 and a 2. What more could I ask for? And also a board clear, eventually. Non-artifact creature with only 1 toughness. You shouldn't be playing those. I'll just swing here. They'll probably block and then I'll... No? Okay. I don't know. Sort of hoped they would. Figuring that I'm the aggro deck. But I guess I had mana open and they didn't want to get combat tricked. Fair enough. Oh my god, it's gonna be such a nice seismic wave someday. Swing all, holding this as a trick? I have this as a trick, but I don't really want it. I could swing with just this and equip, I guess? Swing with a 4-4? Since I don't really want combat trick right now when everything is seismic waveable anyway. Let's just do this. Blue-white. Not a favored color pair in this format. this is a seismic wave, right? I mean, it wipes the whole board. It's a little greedy to wait for more. If I get Spell Pierced, I'm absolutely devastated, but nobody runs Spell Pierced, so it's fine. Oh, it actually won't kill this, will it? Okay, well, attack first then, I guess. Oh, this is an instant. But I don't want to let them untap, so... Any target, non-artifact creature. That's an artifact. So I guess I shoot him in the face? Oh, I thought that might be a ninja. Okay. This is a land. It's not a samurai or a warrior. It is a spirit, though. Okay. You gonna bounce it or something? Is that even a thing in this format? It is. Nothing I can do about that. There goes my creature. I could equip up here, or I could save mana for Lethal Exploit. I think I like equipping. Lethal Exploit's better if I equip anyway. Ooh. How exciting. Well, well, wait. Yeah, because I want to enchant up a mountain, and I want the mana that I have left to also be a single red. So I want to tap like this. You gonna bounce again? No way. Nothing I can do about this, right? Might as well take the mana. And if I wanted to, I could cast Kindled Fury here. Or something. I guess it might be... Is there any reason I would do that? No, I don't think so. Let's discard... Kindled Fury, I guess? It's okay, but I already have a removal and a combat trick. I want, like, something more proactive. Like, yeah, nice. Don't play it now, but it'll be good next turn. It says crew 3, so it can't even do anything. Let's see what we get out of this before we commit to anything else. Okay. See you later, Swamp. You still take one. Okay, they don't want to take one. And they see that I have the Voltage Surge, so... Fair enough. There's only creatures or planeswalkers, yeah. This adds 3. That would only be 5, so it doesn't kill them, so let's not mess with it. I don't think this is any good right now. So let's just play out a dude. I guess I could have played this out pre-combat and made, but I don't know. It's better to do that when I have mana available, right? So I think we just swing all and see what happens. Creature or planeswalker. So I can't shoot them in the face with this in case they somehow live through this. Although I don't think they will, right? Let's get us +3/+1 and trample. So boring the 3/1 is lethal, right? This would be 6. Yeah, I mean, definitely. That's more like what I'm talking about. Playing the whole game with 2 or 3 lands. Okay, very good. That's what this deck wanted. Opponent putting my lands under arrest. Not exactly what I'm looking for, but yeah, I mean, actually it just sucks. It's horrible. Because we don't just lose the land, we also lose the spell we used to animate the land. If they kill the land, hey, at least I get the land back. Looking super hot here. I think we play the creature first, then the Fable, and then the Reactor. Depends what we draw, of course. Where's my Kumano Faces Kakazan? I need some of those. God, that would be good in this deck. What? What planet is this? Who opens Cudgels? No one even plays this, you weirdo. Alright, well, we'll see how this goes. I mean, you know, they might have a deck where this is good. Some very equipment/modified focused red-black thing. Oh, that stinks. It's a little, well, it's a little sad that I played things out in this order. Because this is going to create an artifact. It would be nice for that trigger Dragonspark Reactor. But I also kind of want to spend my mana efficiently and get out Surge Hacker Mech, right? Crew 4 is a lot. This only copies creatures, right? Yeah. So if I want to make copies of Surge Hacker Mech, I do have to crew. Which is going to be pretty tough. Okay. Oh! I get to discard. I don't want these lands. I mean, I want them a little. I guess I want one. But I'll probably draw one, right? I mean, maybe? My deck is like 1/3 land. I'm drawing 2. I get 2/3 of a land on average. Maybe that's not so hot. Maybe just discard 1. Okay. I meant to discard the mountain, not the swamp, by the way. I don't know how I managed to misclick that. Oh, I could have discarded an artifact and then use Heiko to fish it back up, couldn't I? Also, this makes treasure, so I could have... Okay, I should have discarded both lands. This is a shaman, so I'll just attack with it. Lethal exploit? You should have done that before I attacked. Nope, just curious about how it's making a treasure. Okay. Oh, opponent missed a land. They're stuck on 2 lands. Huh. Number of vehicles you control, which will never be... Well, that's not true. If I had my Reckoner Raid as a vehicle, this could do 4 damage, but usually it'll just do 2. Could do 0 if they remove the artifact in response to the ability, but obviously that's, like, unlikely. Not a lot of artifact removal in this format. There's some. There's a red one, right? Smash to Dust, is that this format? It's a different one, right? That's Dominaria United. But there is something. Explosive Entry, I think it's called? That's the main one I can think of that destroys non-creature artifacts. It destroys artifacts, but in particular, there aren't that many ways to destroy artifacts except for the ways that destroy creatures or something. It is a rat ninja. Okay, we're like gonna win this game, right? Can we Surge Hacker mech this away? I guess I play this. Like, Ah! I have enough treasure that I can play this first, yeah? Yeah, nice. Oh! No, this can't attack because it's summoning sick. I could attack with Heiko. I guess that's fine, because then I could crew this as a blocker. Yeah, let's do that. You don't have any mana. There's nothing you can do here. You could block. It would be terrible, though. They're checking out my vehicle. Makes sense. Now, how do the Cudgels work? It's like one to equip and 2 to pump? Okay. Now, if I crew this and then copy it, the copy will still just be a vehicle. But it'll do 4 damage, right? Which is pretty cool. Seems pretty good, in fact. Yeah, these 2 cards together are a threat of 4 damage for 0 cards. So they really have to do something about one of them before I untap, or they're in a lot of trouble. I think they're in a lot of trouble anyway. I see. Okay, I guess you can have that. They'll probably put counters on. I don't know. This is still a big threat, though, right? I don't know. Now your creature's dead. Oh. Wait, that doesn't do anything. Still only has 4 toughness. Not sure about that one. So... crew up. What? You just want to take some damage? That's the plan? Okay, sure. Have fun. Opponent has not made best use of the available resources, I would say. Right? Putting counters on Toshiro would have actually helped. Although, I don't know. It would have made me at least cast my Seismic Wave to kill Toshiro. But I could have done that. So I wouldn't have been able to develop Crackling Emergence this turn, basically. I mean, you look pretty dead here. And then they were like, oh, I can tap my thing for mana. And it did 1 damage to them, but they couldn't do anything with the mana, so... seems bad. Another Dragon Spark Reactor, very funny. Two wins? I don't remember the first one. Oh, it was that blue-white deck. So they got to Seismic Wave their stuff. And... I had a Sling on my Ronin or something? I don't remember the details. Psycho Dad. Good name. Looks fine. I think we run this out before the reactors, right? Sure? I don't know. And depending on what happens, maybe I'm supposed to Crackling Emergence here instead of, I don't know. I want to get out the Fable at some point, right? And the sooner the better. May as well switch. Well, if I'm playing, am I playing this for some reason? Let's me get in 5 damage. Seems kind of cool. I can always use that for mana later. It's not like I don't have 3 mana anymore. I just have, like, every turn the option to sacrifice 1 mana to attack with the 3/3. Seismic Wave in the face is so good right now. I don't get to attack with my 3/3, but, like, how can you not, right? I don't really want this anymore, except it would let me play the... Okay, fine. No Wanderer's Intervention, or... Okay. So I'm not getting the Dragon Sparks reactor counters on these things. What kind of counter are they? Charge counters. I'm not getting the charge counters for the treasure that this makes. Oh, actually I can. If I just... Right. Okay, well that was a pretty easy game. They played all 3 of those spells on one turn. Well, they channeled this on my turn, untapped, and cast both of these, and then, like, Seismic Wave just ended the game. So that's kind of nice. I wish I had 3 Seismic Waves in my deck. It's been way better than I thought it would be. Like, I knew it's nominally a good spell. But I was like, oh, you know, how many 1 toughness things are there in this format? There are a ton of them. And at worst, as a 3 mana, deal 3 damage to a non-artifact. It's still like, okay. Treater? I can't even understand. It's like I forgot how to speak English. What the hell does that mean? Oh boy. I don't know why it's so funny to me. Green-white, but thinking about doing something, but not doing it. Okay, good to know. You're gonna channel the Careful Cultivation now, or the Samurai? Sunblade, Sunblessed, whatever it is. Sunblade, right? Sunblade Samurai? Interpreter. Ooh, they're ramping. They're ramping. There's ramping happening. I actually can't play 2 red cards right now. So I think I play the reactor? So that I can get some joy out of these cards when I finally play them. Too bad. What does Kura do? Makes a giant creature. Pretty bad. I don't have any exile removal, I don't think. All my stuff is red. Could play the Surge Hacker mech for no reason. Does nothing. I guess I play the Synth and see what happens. Nothing is the answer, right? I was hoping for a mountain, obviously. Wow. It's a big thing. god. This is so bad. I mean... I guess? Red. I need a way to deal with this, and I don't have one, right? I mean, like, if I had enough mana, I could do multiple of these things, but I don't. Is there anything in the deck? No. Nothing that would kill it with exile, and if I kill it without exile, I'm just dead. If I don't kill it, I'm also dead. I mean... I don't know. Let's blow up this egg and see if something cool happens, although it obviously won't. Yep. I mean, Kura was very good, obviously. But the problem was that my deck didn't have enough mountains. I didn't do anything. Couldn't cast my spells. I just played like 2 mana, do nothing 3 or 4 times, and then I died. Speaking of the Dragonspark reactors, of course, 2 of them were 2 mana, do nothing. I played the egg, 1 mana, do nothing. It's not an egg, it's a synthesizer. The Aki Ronin was like 2 mana, they have to remove it. Played a 1 mana, do nothing. All my spells were like X mana, do nothing. That was the real problem this game. Kuro was a big problem, and if I had had a card that did something, I still would have lost. But, you know, potentially I could have had 2 different removal spells to kill Kura and come out in kind of okay position, but it's just so big. They actually careful cultivated Kura. I can't believe that now that I think about it. Like, just to add 1 extra damage on a creature that's already monstrous. What's the point? It just really wastes a card if I have removal, and you still win if I don't have removal. I kind of can't believe it. First time seeing this card. Great card. These are the first 2 cards that made me play black, and I'm finally seeing them this game. I think we attack here, right? Yes. And it looks like it's just to discard my mountain, but actually it's because I have removal for your thing. I will play this, though. I need 4 mana eventually. Okay. I think I pumped this up, right? And then I just get through you with everything? I'll try Kindled Fury blocking if they attack. They might very well not attack. Blocking looks important for them, but maybe they want to gain some life and they have some other blocker planned. Roaring Earth. pretty happy to see that, I think. It's a little bit late. Although, I guess it makes this thing pretty good, huh? Maybe I'm not so happy. Where's my dang mana? I would like to play this. +3, +1. This could be a 5/4, which does trade. Search Hacker Mech looks like it's not doing very much this game. But also neither is this. So I could give up 4 damage to discard this and draw something else. I don't think I should. Like, the dream would be I hit a land and I get to play this. But is that even so good? They get to attack with a giant dude again. I guess if they have a combat trick here, I get ruined, but if they have a combat trick, I think I was ruined anyway. Block first, right? Okay. Roaring Earth disarmed. I still own the board. Sort of. Ooh. Don't like that. I don't have much in the way of blocking, do I? I guess the Ogre blocks pretty well. No, this is going to be a 7/6. That's fine. These two still block. They didn't have a combat trick last turn. They certainly don't have one now. I mean, they could have drawn it, I guess, but if they had one before, they would have used it. So I can be reasonably sure they don't have one now. Okay, they do. Maybe they were saving it for this kind of excitement? Pretty fricked up what's happening to me here. Not happy. But let's try to get in for more damage. I don't think I can let them bring either of these back. The lifelink is going to end me, so that's all this guy's doing. Tanuki's bad. Five blocker doesn't really even do anything, right? Neither does the face or the damage with this. But okay, it's better than a land, I think. So, I mean, if I let them hit me for 15, that's a little bit bad, right? I guess I could see what I get out of this, even though it can't possibly be relevant. Oh, hang on, this does 4 damage, doesn't it? No, this isn't a vehicle. It gives vehicles menace, but it's not a vehicle. Okay. So I think making this unable to block is kind of fine. maybe should have done that first, although it still wouldn't have really worked. Why on the one that can't block? I guess because it has trample? Wow, brave attack. They must have some plan. Can't give them a lifelinker, obviously. They would take this Golden Tail Disciple and run with it. Not much I could do about it. Okay. So we can't let both of these attack, but we can chump this with something. Which I guess would be the Ronin. Attack here, right? Play Heiko, right? That would let me cast something from my graveyard this turn if I wanted, but it doesn't help to do that. I could play the Surge Hacker Mech. I guess actually that does threaten to win? Right? Because I could make a copy of it. I don't know, making a copy of this is better, isn't it? Yeah, I already have a threat to win. I just have to live through this next attack. And we should have enough stuff. Just the Clawing Torment plus 2 of these is going to be unbeatable. Keep making the Trampler bigger. I'm a little bit worried about that. Just in case they have a pump for 4, let's block. Not sure what that would be in green-white, but it's probably out there. You know, I don't need this either. Let's stop all the damage we can. Take 2 instead of 8. Alright, we got him. Well, that was certainly a green deck, huh? Just big old dudes. I feel like the whole game was decided by these 2 cards, right? If they hadn't... I think it was very reasonable for them to block. Like, there's almost only one punish, which is Life of Toshiro. And my attack doesn't even look that suspicious. It's very reasonable to attack with something that lets you rummage, even if your opponent has a free block. So I don't think it tells them, like, I have a combat trick. They have to think, oh, he might have a combat trick. I mean, I don't know. Kindled Fury also punishes, but that's trading Kindled Fury for this card, which they'd be probably okay with. And then letting me get this one, I don't know. I think they should attack. I think it makes sense. I have to have a pretty big combat trick for 2 mana to punish that. And even at that, I get 2 for 1, right? But maybe they should just sit back on their big old lifelinker and make it bigger and bigger. I don't know. I'm not sure what they should have done. What they did didn't work out. And 4 wins is like close enough to... Yeah, I mean... We're slightly in the red still, but... You know, given the dailies, that we finished. I think we're reasonably happy with this performance. Would be nice to do better, of course. It's Der Daho? Is this German? Fine. I have removal, a proactive thing, and a 4-drop, I guess? It's not super proactive. Okay, 2 of them starts to feel super proactive. I will not tolerate that. Submit 0. Mono red versus mono blue? What a world. The acquisition octopus is going to get value. This never happens. I just don't have the right tools to deal with anything. Oh my god. Okay. I mean, I guess I could kill this now. The mech couldn't activate, but like presumably they're going to play some creature and then they can activate the mech and hit me for 4. So the thing is, do I want to let them keep the octopus and keep drawing, or have this and do more damage? I can Clawing Torment this eventually. I'm just going to kill this now. Because if they're drawing 3 cards a turn, I'm dead. There's no 2 ways about that. This is quite an artifact deck. I'll just do nothing if that's okay. You know, you expect some games like this when you run 15 lands, I guess. Oh dear. Shouldn't you have copied the replication specialist first so you could get another one of these? I think you should have. Alright, get ready to face my wrath, kiddo. That's right. Surprise, I'm an aggro deck. Not that anyone is surprised about this. Notice, by the way, that bug where, like, if an opponent concedes mid-combat, damage is applied to them twice. Apparently it applies to you as well. If you concede mid-attack, they get the damage twice. Because we really only did 3 damage to them, not 6. Yep. Okay, I forget. Is that our 3rd loss? I think it is. 5 and 3? Yeah. 4 and 3. Oh well. An okay result for an okay deck. It did some cool stuff sometimes. Never used Ambitious Assault. Never really got any advantage out of the whole Modify theme. Once I did 2 damage to the opponent's face and then I lost. That's about it. Still, I think the Crackling Emergences were fine. They worked pretty well in a couple of games I won. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.